Hello, I am Lauren,
I'm Anna.
and I don't know what I'm calling this, but this is the time-lapse recording for the cover of my comic, Fish in a Birdcage, based on the song Fish in a Birdcage by the band Fish in a Birdcage. It is a gorgeous song, so if you haven't listened to it, go listen. It is beautiful, but this story isn't directly tied to the song, more loose reinterpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, here's the making of it. So I'm just gonna jump right in.
Okay. I'm really excited.
All right. So first off is making all of the ideas. These are all my thumbnail sketches for whatever. In the comic itself, I don't really use any birdcage imagery. It's more of a metaphor. So I kind of tried to play with bringing the birdcage in more literally, with this character interacting with it or using the like window motif as the birdcage.
Okay.
Then I was like, I don't know, maybe we just do some floating people. I want some more like dynamic poses. Or maybe more dramatic. But then I sent all of these to you and another friend, and initially this is the one that I wanted to do, and then you guys came back with ones that I didn't like.
Oh no.
No. I liked them. They just weren't like all the way there yet.
Yeah.
So, do you want to say what you liked about the ones that you had picked?
Oh, which ones did I pick?
You picked like the ones like standing, the ones in front of the window. I think those were the two. And then the one with just the birdcage and the text.
Yeah, I had a really hard time choosing which ones I really liked because I thought all of your ideas were really good and you had so many ideas. And usually I pick between like 2 or 3 ideas and you gave me like 8 of them.
Yeah.
But I really liked the shape that you used, like you said with the bird cage. I really liked having that.
You had also liked the ominousness.
Yeah.
So I took that, and then the other friend liked some of the dynamic poses, and like the floatiness. So I took those two things together, and finally, I was between two of them. One was this one. The other was this one, and then I showed them all to you, and everyone agreed on this one, and I was like, yes, we are here.
We have found
Perfect.
a winner.
I am running with this. So this is all done in Procreate on my tablet. I just like doing sketches on there. They're nice and easy. I can do it like at work or on the couch, laying down, because who needs ergonomics? I do.
You definitely do.
But after I did the sketches, I bring it into Clip Studio Paint on my computer, where here I try to draw an arc, and I don't do it very well. It's very lumpy.
Arcs are difficult. They start out straight, and then they're curvy at the top. And
I was so confident going into it, and then I was like, no, never mind.
I give up.
Also, this foot gave me some trouble. Feet are hard.
Yeah. It can very easily stop looking like a foot and start looking like a Christmas stocking.
Yeah,
or
and like the
a
ankles,
weird
like
lump.
what do ankles do?
I don't know. What are ankles?
Anyway.
Anywho.
This character gave me the most trouble because he's at a weird angle, and facing away. So, like, that elbow pad was at the wrong angle, so I had to, like, redo it, and I'm still not sure if that's right. And then this hand. This hand.
I love the faces that you draw
so I did the other
at
one.
yourself.
I was like, okay, I have some confidence again. That one looks okay. It looks okay. I can do this. And I was like, I'm not ready yet, though. Let me do the leg first. And then this foot came out looking amazing first try. And I was like, what the heck?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It looks like a foot.
I've never drawn that angle before. I'm getting very heated up about this. And then I'm like, okay, have some confidence back. Let's do this hand again. That pause was me like looking at my hand like, what? How do...
Yeah, trying to use your own hand as reference.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I can't look at it at that angle. Then I get this, and I'm like, I guess it works. And I'm like, wait, no, I got it. I can do better.
Yeah.
I can do better.
Oh my god, the little squiggle arms on that guy.
Yeah, they're perfect. It's like a little old noodle man.
Yes.
Now, Smug, I did it.
Yes.
Yay. Now, there's a cool tool in Clip Studio Paint where you can just like select line art and it'll automatically fill it in, and I don't have to like color in the lines. Because my mom's favorite story to tell about me is in kindergarten when I had to do a coloring page, and my teacher asked me, why didn't you color inside the lines? And I said, it's a windy day. Because I was a sassy little kid.
You were like, obviously I have the best reason on the planet why I didn't color inside the lines.
It's an artistic decision, obviously. Anyway, this is where I figured out how to do the arc without actually having to draw the arc, which is just making a really big round brush in a straight line.
Nice.
Oh, hey, here's my sky pictures. I have a really fun and dangerous habit of taking pictures of the sky while I'm driving, because it's always so pretty when I'm driving to work, and the only place I have a clear view of the horizon is the highway.
I was gonna say, once you get into the city or whatnot, there's like buildings and trees. How are you supposed to take a good reference picture?
Yeah, and I think I had texted you this, but like the morning when I was like brainstorming all these comic ideas, I was like, oh, I want to do these orange and blue skies. And then immediately that morning, and for the next couple of days too, beautiful orange and blue skies on my drive to work. And
you definitely manifested these reference photos for yourself.
Thank you, universe.
Look at these little blobby clouds that you're doing. I love that.
Aren't they great? I color picked from the photos just to get general, because God, it's hard making the right colors. And then I did some color correction because I was like, I want more juicier. I blurred it out a little bit to give it like more of a soft look, and then I'll go back and add texture later. Right now what I'm doing is like my blobby colors, which is just I'm just looping them in so I can get a general idea of lighting and tone and color without having to like retroactively fix everything. I want this to be dramatic, but also warm. Also, you know that good foot I did? You don't even see it.
That was your confidence foot. You needed that. That was just for you.
I did need that. It's my emotional support foot. So after I drew these clouds, I forgot about where the fold line is, which is that blue line in the middle, and then I had to scoot it over again.
Okay.
So I was like, oops, you won't even see that, because I was thinking all about like the framing and the angles of like how I wanted the younger brother to be like against the blue sky with the dark shadows like coming around him, and then I wanted the older brother on the black background with like bringing in that ominous that you liked.
Yes.
And then I forgot. And then I remembered.
Yay.
Here I was happy with my rough colors. I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this for real. But also, let me adjust the colors again, because I took a 2-hour break here, and now I need to do everything again.
Yes. You always have to take a break, I feel like. Get away from your art for a second, get out of your head, and then step back into it with fresh eyes.
Yeah. And things that I do in one setting, or when one sitting, I never like as much, because it's like, I come back to it after a couple hours and I'm like, oh, that wonky. So here I'm putting in the texture in the clouds, like adding more shadow, adding more highlights, getting that like roughness and fluffiness back to it. And for whatever godforsaken reason, I decided to do hatching on the first page of the comic, which then meant I had to do it on every page of the comic. Which I love hatching. But boy, my hands get so tired.
That's a lot of hatching to do.
It's a lot of hatching. So now I'm doing the actual flats for color. I do it in a way where like I do non-analogous colors all on one layer, so that I can use like clipping masks to not have to worry about coloring inside the lines, because who needs that?
Yeah. Oh.
Um, then I have some overlay layers to add some like blueness to the shadows and some orangeness to the highlights to give it some more like drama and contrast.
Make it look like they're actually
Um,
standing in front of that window.
yeah. And then I started coloring this character, and then like I got partway through, I got about here, and then I realized like he wears a cape. Where's his cape? And like I did it in the thumbnail, and then I was like, no, I'll surely remember to do it in the final version in like the actual sketch. I don't need it here. Confidence.
Oh, that confidence foot, it brought you down. It lifted you up and then it kicked you back down just a little.
Yeah, so I had to struggle about how to add it back in after the fact, and like I was having a real hard time with it, and also the shape, and like I was like, man, but that shoulder looks so good, and that back, like the curve of the spine looks so good, and now I have to cover it up. Yeah, but you know, it happens. It's all for consistency.
Yeah. Just like the hatching.
There's, speaking of consistency, in the comic, there's like these wood floors, and on a like one or two panels, I forgot which direction the wood grain was going until after I finished coloring it, and then I was like, I'm not fixing this. I did all of this in 2 sittings. Both were about like 2 hours each. That is where my stamina is, which is a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I'll take it. So about 4 hours just for like everything done in Clip Studio. So after I did all like the base lighting, I went in and softened all the lights and shadows and added a multiply layer over everything to make it darker, and then from there I carve out where the highlights are.
Oh, that's cool.
More. Yeah. I used to do like base layers and then add the highlights and then add the shadows, but it gets much more dramatic lighting when I carve away the light. I find that I'm less shy about shadows when I'm erasing it away as opposed to adding it in.
Okay, kind of like a charcoal drawing.
Yeah, except I always hated charcoal drawings.
Yeah, I know. That's why it surprises me.
Yeah, but like the logic made sense. I think I just hated the black and white aspect of charcoal drawings and also the charcoal part of charcoal drawings.
Yeah, because dust everywhere.
It's dust everywhere. The bad texture. Here is where I'm adding. It's basically an add layer. It just adds a little bit of glow, a little bit of highlight.
Everybody needs a little bit of glow.
Yeah.
A little bit of highlight.
Morning glow. And then I always forget that this kid has dark hands in the story, and the last thing I do on every single page is color in his dark hands. You would think after 8 pages of this I would remember. No. Nope. And then hatching. This is where I was like, oh god, my hands are dying, but I want to finish this now. Because
gotta get it done.
My tablet was it was fine throughout drawing all 16 pages of the comic, but when I got to the cover, like every time I plugged it in, it was like, I'm sorry, we don't recognize this. It would work as a screen, but not as like a drawing surface. So I had to reinstall the driver, like uninstall and reinstall the driver. And then every time I did that, I had to recalibrate the screen. And then I also had to like recalibrate my little shortcut keyboard. It was just,
oh my god.
It was a pain.
I would have given up 50 times over.
Determination.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, so here we are at the finished version.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I added in the text with a little bit of a gradient.
I see that.
And I think I might have lightened it a little bit because, like, in print, it just makes things darker.
Yeah.
Make sure everything is visible. Yeah. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and the colors. The colors have been so important to me for every single page. I had a whole little color palette for every single color lighting scene.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I I normally just eyeball everything, but this I was like, no, must be accurate.
This must be
Yes.
perfect.
It's also my first time drawing a comic in probably 10 years, and also my first time making one digitally. So I don't just have like 6 markers that I use on everything. It's like the entire color
infinite
wheel.
Color options.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thanks for joining me.
Yeah. It's been a blast.
This comic is going to be available for pay your own price. I'll have a link in the description somewhere. I'm also going to be doing a limited run of print copies. So there'll be a link to order one of those as well. I haven't figured out how that's going to work, but I'll figure it out. They'll just be priced at cost for printing because this isn't, the lyrics aren't my own, so I don't want to, like I did the drawings, but it's not all mine. So I don't know ethically where that falls, but I don't need to make money. This was fun. A fun passion project.
I'm sure the song artist would be completely honored.
I hope so. I don't know if I just distorted his story into something dark and tragic.
Well, hopefully we can make this a big enough thing where the artist will see the comic, and I don't know, that would be pretty cool.
That would be amazing. I'm thinking of putting little TikTok videos synced up to the song of the comic, so we'll see if I do that, but my motivation has been going strong lately, so here we go. For more art from me, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at LK_draws. I don't post often, but I post sometimes.
Oh, when you do, it's worth it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anything you want to plug, Anna?
No, this is all about you and your art and all of the beautiful things that you are capable of doing with your hands and your brain. And I'm so proud of you for keeping your motivation and finishing this huge, amazing project.
Yeah. This is the most involved project I've done in, like, again, 10 years. Everything else has been like one little thing that's like, if it takes more than one sitting, I probably won't finish it.
Yeah. You really found the hyperfocus train, and it's lasted a month all the way. Yeah.
Like, it usually lasts me like 2 weeks. But this is great. Oh, the print copy, I forgot to say this. The print copy will have some bonus pages on like about the artist and afterward, and some more process pages. So that's an incentive to buy a physical copy. Otherwise, whatever.
Whatever.
It's fine. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.